All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome. You have tuned in to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're happy to be here with you this Sunday evening. What is it, the 29th, I think it is, of January. Thank you for being here, brothers and sisters. Whatever day it is, whenever you see this, wherever you are in the world, you might be watching us on our private platform here at BWE, or you might be watching us on our YouTube channel. Wherever you're watching us, brothers and sisters, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're happy that you decided to be here with us. As always, we come here fired up and excited. Why? Because we have another opportunity to use modern technology to reach out, to connect, to build each other up, and to hopefully lay down a foundation that will last beyond our generation. That's what it's all about here at Black Wealth Empowerment. That's what Black Wealth Empowerment is all about. It's not about it dying when you die. If whatever you build, brothers and sisters, whatever I build, whatever we build, die with us, then know that it wasn't rooted in anything of everlasting truth, because it will outlive us. It will outlive us. This is broadcast, believe it or not, check this out. This is broadcast 136, 136, brothers and sisters, 136 broadcasts here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. I'm excited that God has blessed me to see another day, the broadcast, to see another broadcast, and another opportunity for you to be here. But not just you, right? Your friends. We're going to give you an opportunity a little bit later on to share this stream, because we know this platform. We know BWE is powerful. Why? Because it's what we need. It's what's been missing in a conversation in our community. Not enough of us are having this bold conversation about blackness, about wealth, and about empowerment, right? But it's a big task. When it comes to black people and money, brothers and sisters, it's a huge task. So we got to make sure approach it intelligently. One man cannot do it. One woman cannot do it. It takes a team. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. So I'm not here by myself. I've been blessed to have some powerful co-hosts with me. Our brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, I guess he's on his way. I hadn't heard from him. But inshallah, he'll join us, God willing. He'll be with us very shortly. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got a sister with you, brothers and sisters, you can move forward. Brothers, as long as you got a sister with you, God said that's all you need, right? Is male and female, and you can keep this party going. All right, into infinity. So we got our sister with us tonight, co-hosting, our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy. Sister Brandy, are you there? Where you at, Sister Brandy?
Yes, sir, Brother Darrell. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am. You coming in loud and
All
clear.
right. Excellent. Well, praise be to Allah. Welcome once again, Black Wealth Empowerment members. We are live and in action, taking it by storm. As Brother Darrell already said, we are in episode 136. That's correct. 136 episodes, almost in the books. Listen, it's going up. It's going to be amazing. So sit back, get your pen and pad ready, because we're going to be talking about your mindset, my mindset, and how we're going to be successful with that mindset. So make sure you add your name, the mosque or study group you attend, your church or synagogue, whatever organization that you participate in. Put that information in the Black Wealth Empowerment page post. Maybe not most importantly, but also as important, information about yourself, business wise. So if you have a business, add your business name, the telephone number or website, how we can connect with you, because definitely we're all about pulling together. At the end, Brother Darrell always reminds us of the different Black owned businesses that we can support. Add to the list too. So make sure you put your information in the post so we can say, hey, welcome to the Black Wealth Empowerment. Brother Darrell, I'm gonna send it back to you. It looks like Brother Rodney is like a little late, but he's on.
That's right. We see our courage coach. There he is, brothers and sisters, our courage coach coming all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. We're happy to see our brother Rodney Assad. You there, brother? Where you at, black man? He's on mute right
There
now.
it is. There it is. There it is. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Mike,
Praise be
check
to
1,
Allah.
2.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment. We are live. We are absolutely live. And one thing I really want everybody to get a hold of as we begin this hour of power and get into it. Get a hold of a pen. Get a hold of a pad. Get a hold of a relaxing, calm place free of unnecessary distractions, because you're going to want to write some things down. You're going to want to be able to have a really just a good environment. That way you can receive as much of this broadcast as possible. All right. So be in a very calm environment, a calm place, just kind of relax. You got to tell somebody, shut up, be quiet over there, whatever. You want to have that place where you can write some things down, because this day very well may be that day where you hear that one thing, you get that one tip or technique. It turns everything around for you. So you're in for a treat. So I'm going to swing it back over to Brother Daryl, and we're going to keep this broadcast going. It's the hour of power. I think you've been given some instructions on things we can do right now to start letting people know that we're on. Share this broadcast with a friend. Be selfish. All right. So definitely do that. So I'll be back with you in a few moments.
All right. Thank you, Brother Rodney. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for being here. We are happy to be with you this evening, this Sunday evening here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, broadcast 136. Brothers and sisters, if you want something different, you have to do something different. But in order to do something different, you have to think something different. So tonight we're going to talk about why mindset is your key, is the key, is the absolute single key that you need for your success, for my success, for our success. Why mindset, brothers and sisters? We're going to get in that today. That's a very, very heavy subject. We're just going to scratch the surface. We can't get into a lot of details, right? Because it's non-exhaustive. We can't exhaust it. We just want to raise your consciousness up to another level. The mission of Black Wealth Empowerment is to raise the consciousness of our people, of Black people, as it pertains to Black wealth and empowerment. That's all inclusive. That covers every gambit of our existence as Black people here in America. But we're here to raise up that consciousness, brothers and sisters. Our consciousness have to be raised more and more and more and more. Now we're at the beginning of the year. We're in the last couple of days of January, brothers and sisters. You should still be, in motion in the beginning stages of this new year, right? We shouldn't be weary already, Brother Rodney, Sister Brandy. We shouldn't be weary already. You know what I'm saying? You in that first mile of a 12-mile run. You can't be looking for your second wind already, right, brothers and sisters? So we want you to be excited. We want you to come here fired up. All you need to do is just catch your breath, right? In order to get that second wind and get fired up again. It doesn't take days and weeks to rejuvenate ourselves, right? It just takes the right mindset, the right energy. So we want you to come with that on Sundays when you join us here at Black Wealth Empowerment. Why? Because that's how Sister Brandy comes. That's how Brother Rodney comes. That's how I come, right? But just like all entertainers know, you need energy from the audience, right? We need energy from you, brothers and sisters. Now, we're not live in person. This is virtual, right? So what you have to do is you have to go to our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. And that's where you give us your energy. That's where you put your notes. That's where you say, that's right, and teach hard, and, ooh, that's a good one. That's where you do it. You do it in the private, the elusive, exclusive Facebook page that we've set up exclusively for our members. This is a private platform. We vet you. We make sure your profile looks good. We make sure you're not, from Russia, nothing like that. We want to make sure it's a good fit. So we vet you. And once we vet you, then you're welcome to come in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page to post, to share, to network, brothers and sisters. That's what we have to do as Black people. We have to network. We have to network. Network. That means you got to work to put that net together. It's not going to just happen on its own. So that's what we want you to do. If you're watching us in our private platform here at BWE, you have a link right below. You see it says livevirtualnetworking.com. You press that, that'll take you to our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. You hit join. If you are a member, that'll take you there so you can put your notes, so you can follow instructions, right? So you can put your name and your information and your website to your business and what profession you're in and what do you do for a living and what sorority, fraternity, and mosque and church. We want to hear from you. If you're Black Wealth Empowerment and us coming together collectively, then we want to hear from you in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. We want to welcome you, brothers and sisters. We're not going to be long, but we promise to be strong. You know, as a quote I heard many, many years ago, Brother Rodney, at least 25 so years ago, it says that a wise man speaks in brevity. A wise man speaks in brevity, right? It means he speaks, you know, in brief. He doesn't say a lot of words. A sentence is pregnant, you know, with so much information that you can write a book from it. So we went from 2.5 hours to 2 hours. Now we're down to the hour of power, brothers and sisters, right? Because the clock is constantly ticking, right? This thing called life, that clock, it never stops. So we have to be real wise users of the clock. Some of us watch sports, right? Basketball and football. You see how the coaches manage the clock? They manage the clock in sport and play, brothers and sisters. What about you and I managing the clock of life? You can't stop it and start it, but we can manage it, meaning the activity that we perform within that never-ending clock, that constantly running clock. We can accelerate it, our activity, and get a lot done in the same 24 hours that everybody has, or we can do very little and get little done in that same 24 hours. Brothers and sisters, we're excited to be here with you tonight. We're going to talk about why your mindset is the key to your success, right? Because that's where it starts. It all starts in the mind. I know, brother, the courage coach is going to bring some nuggets, because that's his purpose, right? That's his mission in life, right? See, we have to understand this thing called mission. We have a mission statement. I shared it with you, to raise the resurrection, the consciousness, right, of our people around blackness, wealth, and empowerment, right? But a mission has to grow into a movement. That means there's enough people working cohesively together behind the mission to create mass going in one direction, brothers and sisters. Those who establish the organization, those who establish the mission, they can't do it by themselves. It'll never become a movement just by those who organize and put the mission statement in place. That's how valuable you are. See, when you don't share, when you don't promote, when you don't take what you say you believe and go out and share it to find out who else believes like you, it's because we don't see our individual value. We don't see ourselves as being integral parts of the movement, making that mission move, making that mission alive. Brothers and sisters, so that's what you have to do. And here's what you need to do. All right. Besides going in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, some of you all have followed instruction. You've done that already. Now it's time to get your people here. We got you here. See, a lot of people just happy because, you know, you showed up. We're happy because you showed up, but we want your friends to show up and your friends' friends to show up. So we want you to invite them right now. Give them a special one-time pass to this private group. This one-time pass to this group called BWE, Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Those black folks talking some strong stuff. Private. It's so strong, brother Rodney and Sister Brandy. It's behind that glass case, right? It's behind that glass case. It's not for everybody to drink. Y'all remember them days, right? That's, you know, just the private stuff. This the private stash. right? That you, after everybody leave, you go and get. That's what this is, brothers and sisters. That's how valuable and powerful what we share with you is. So you got to see yourself being worthy enough that God would allow you to be here to hear this valuable message because you were valuable enough to receive it. But what about your friends? What about your friends? Don't your friends deserve the same opportunity? Wealth is about recognizing opportunity, taking advantage of it. So let's do that right now. If you're in our private platform, you see there's things right above your head, our heads, right? Facebook and Twitter. Well, let's start on this side, I think it is. But anyway, start with Facebook share. Hit that a couple of times. You know, one thing that I learned, brothers and sisters, when it comes to the internet, you can't break anything by just clicking on it. You can click, 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 click. You never break anything. So go ahead and click on that Facebook like a couple of times real quick. As Cat Williams say, I'll wait. All right, so you done that. Now next to that, it says Facebook share, right? You click on that. If you have to log in real quick, but hopefully not. It'll just pop up. It'll give you a box to put in there. Here's what I need for you to put in there real quick. You ready? Hashtag BWE Hangout. Hashtag BWE Hangout. Space we are live. Space we are live. Now, if you're kind of savvy, like I am, have been over the years, highlight, cut and paste, right? So go ahead and highlight that, right click and hit a copy. And then now go to Twitter, hit that Twitter tab. Now, if you have to log in, but the little box come up and you just, whatever it is, right click and paste. Boom. See how magical that is? See how technology works in its very basic form? See, you don't have to retype it. So it's hashtag BWE Hangout space we are live. Send that out to your friends right now. This is an in-classroom assignment that we're giving you right now, right? Go ahead and send that to your friends right now. You have, what else? You have G+, right? If you have an account, do the same thing there, cut and paste. In Instagram or whatever that is, that's LinkedIn or whatever that is. Click on there and send it to your friends, brothers and sisters. Send it to your friends right now. They need to join us because we're almost halfway through the program. And we're still doing our housekeeping items, right? We're still doing our housekeeping stuff. But we want to make sure that your friends, just imagine how more powerful community would be economically if we shared highly valuable content, highly valuable information. Black folks are in the motel business. How much would we be if we shared that openly and freely and willingly to not just people we know, but people we don't know, their friends. See, when you bring your friends, we don't know them. We know you, but we don't know them. And then 2 or 3 of your friends that we don't know show up, but we're sharing with them as well. What happens if more of us did that? More of us did that, brothers and sisters. How much more powerful we would be if more of us shared. Share what we know about finance. Share what we know, opportunities. Share what we know. Just out of the pure, out of the pure spirit of sharing, not to get paid, but to share. We call that pay it forward. See, when you share the stream and invite your friends and give them a free ticket to join us right now, you're paying it forward. Paying it forward is an act of kindness towards someone else, not looking for anything in return. You're not looking for a commission. You're not looking for a paycheck. See, that's what Sister Brandy's here doing. That's what Brother Rodney's here doing. That's what I'm here doing. What are you here doing? If you're going to get behind this mission, right, and help us make this a movement, then that's what you should be doing. We all have to be doing the same thing, galvanized behind the mission, brothers and sisters, right? We're not living in a time, fortunately or not, we're not living in a time where we can just sit back and watch. There's a time for watching TV. There's a time for being in the stands and enjoying the game. But the game of life, you got to get on the field, brothers and sisters. You got to get on the field every day. Just think about professional basketball players. They play, 86 games, not in a year, in several months. Then they're trying to go to the playoffs, right? football. They're about to have Super Bowl. Brothers and sisters, hit those tabs. Tabs. Share it again right now. I know you just did it, but that was 3 minutes ago. Share it again right now. Share it again right now, brothers. So I see Sister Shaniqua just subscribe to our channel. Thank you, Sister Shaniqua. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you should see right down there at the bottom, somewhere down in the bottom, you can share it on Twitter and I think Facebook as well. All right. Sister Brandy, tell us what's going on with the challenge, boy. Brother Rodney was on there rocking. Sister Brandy on the BWE challenge rocking. Sister Marva, she coming up every day. So this becoming a Sister Brandy and Sister Marva show. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Sister Brandy. Sister Brandy, come on now. I'm about to give you a show. Bro, what day? Hey, bro, Rodney, what day and time should Sister Brandy should have a show?
That's right. Saturday night is good. Tell him, Brother Rodney.
That's right.
Yes, the Black Wealth Empowerment Challenge. Let me say it again. The Black Wealth Empowerment Challenge is going amazingly great, right? We are in week 3, going on to week 4. We'll be done officially February the 3rd. But let me tell you about the super dope all-star. I did say super dope. I know. I'm so still hip. All-star member of the Black Wealth Empowerment, Sister Marva Muhammad. Listen, her and her baby girl be on the broadcast, on the Black Wealth Empowerment Challenge every single night. Sister Marva has gotten on as late as 10:30 at night Eastern Standard Time, but she is committed to the challenge each and every day. She has jumped on and given her of the day. It has been amazing. So, I mean, I'm telling you, it's almost over, but it's an amazing opportunity. Each day we have different topics. Sister Marva has put in her different topics that she wanted to talk about. I've also added different topics. And then on top of that, we have Brother Daryl and Brother Rodney jumping in every now and then and saying their part and how, the different topics and giving their advice and information about it, because it's all about networking and learning from each other. That was the whole goal of the Black Wealth Empowerment Challenge, to learn from each other, to grow with each other, and also for us individually to grow and develop and be more professional. I remember Brother Rodney talked about one of the challenges we had did. The topic was dealing with exit strategy, and he changed it up into saying a contingency strategy versus exit strategy, right? And how important it is with wording, because if you're talking about an exit strategy, it's just like, okay, you start here and then okay, I got the end in mind and I'm going to be done with this. Same thing in family and relationships. You're like, okay, I'm going in with a prenup, but in reality, I know in 6 years it's going to be over, but I'm going to take everything he got, right? That's the whole point. So definitely in business, and listen, these topics, I really don't come up with them. It ain't nothing but Allah. He just work it out. I see different things and then boom, there it is. And I just pray to Allah that that's the right topic for the right day. And it all kind of works in harmony. It's an amazing opportunity that we have to be part of the Black Wealth Empowerment Challenge. Brother Shelton has gotten on a couple times, even when we start posting, instead of just doing the video and saying what the challenge is. Like in week 2, I start posting the different topics. And so some of our members have had the opportunity to dive in and just put their comments in the message and post. I've also tagged some of our amazing members too. Not everybody, just a few people. And so some people are still interested in joining. It's great. I'm so excited. Next Saturday, I think it is, February the 3rd, will be our last official day of the challenge. And guess what? Sister Marva is going to get on with us, right? She's going to talk about how she experienced, how the challenge went for her. The beginning of the challenge, we'll have an opportunity for everybody to get on and say, part. But listen, 30 days almost. She's about to be at day 30. At 10:30 at night, she is getting on consistency, and that is amazing. She is, every time she does it. Even when Brother Rodney got on, and he got on till 10:30 at night, she jumped right on, right behind. Committed. That's what we're talking about in business. We got to be committed to what we say we're going to do. Watching this now, or if you're watching this later, you are the C. Barbara. Okay, I'm gonna send it back to you, bro. Empowerment Challenge
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you spearheading that challenge. And thank you to everybody that participated in the challenge, brothers and sisters. You know, Brother Rodney can tell you, you know, it's no mystery why you have the haves and the have-nots. The haves show up every day. Show up meaning they show up with energy. They show up with involvement. They show up with engagement. They don't let themselves stop them, and they don't blame other people, right, for stopping them, or blaming other people and say they're stopping them, right? They're stepping out like Sister Marvin, Brother Shelton, brothers and sisters. We are giving you a platform. It's just like I heard said before, right? Social media is like your own TV channel, like your own radio station. If you own your local TV station and you're in business, you'll run a commercial every day, all through the day, right? You'll be the #1 advertiser if you own the TV channel. But here we give you a platform, right? We give you a platform. We created the people, right? We give you a platform. We draw the people, I should say, to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group so you can come and you can network and you can have your own platform, right? You have to take advantage of it, brothers and sisters. Sister Brandy, Brother Rodney, myself, we've proven we can take advantage of it. That's so we don't have anything to prove, right? We don't have anything to exercise as far as that's concerned. But what about you? What about you, brothers and sisters? Sister Brandy was just like you all, but look at her now, right? So where are you going to be in the next 30 to 60 to 90 days as far as putting yourself out there, as far as, you know, bringing a message and delivering a message, right? The Courage Coach has been doing it for, I don't know, as far as I know, 25 years that I've been knowing him. At least 25 years, right? That's what he's been doing. He has hours, thousands of hours. Michael Gladwell says when you do 10,000 hours of one specific thing, one specific discipline, then you can consider yourself as an expert. 10,000 hours, not a degree, not a position in corporate America, not accolades, not plaques and certificates. 10,000 hours of a particular discipline. Then you qualify yourself to be an expert in that specific thing that you've been doing for 10,000 hours. This brother that's going to bring us into the inspirational part of tonight's message, why mindset is the key, not a key, is the key to your success. He has put in more than 10,000 hours. More than 10,000 hours in helping people with this very thing, to release the power of their minds so they can reach peak performance. He brings it to us every week for free, right? But other people pay hundreds and thousands of dollars in you know, in seminars and one-on-one with him on personal coaching. Spend that because he has books, he has audio, brothers and sisters. The only thing is missing is you and your level of engagement. So let's bring our brother on, Brother Rodney Asad Muhammad, to take us into the inspirational part of tonight's subject. Why mindset is the key to your success. Brother Rodney, let him have it, brother.
There you go. Assalamu alaikum. Peace, everybody. Black Wealth Empowerment family. I am Rodney Asad Muhammad, your courage coach. Now, why mindset is the key to your success, our success. I do want you all to do one thing for me. If you're watching this live and or watching the replay, I want you to write this down this way. He said, mindset is the key to my success. I want you to write it down like that. Mindset is the key to my, and I want you to underline my success. All right. Mindset is the key to my success. As you go forward in your life, as we all go forward in our lives, when you're taking notes, and I've mentioned this in maybe several broadcasts back, when we're taking notes, I want you to personalize the notes that you take. Don't take them as if it's not about you. If something resonates with you, something connects with you, say, I need to blah, blah, blah. I must stop blah, blah, blah. Don't write it like the speaker says it. The speaker says, you need to get your finances in order. And you write down, you need to get your finances in order. Who the heck are you talking to? And so what happens is you say, I need to get my finances in order. Make it personal. Own it. Take ownership of the note, the tip that you wrote down, and it gives it power. When somebody gives me a great book recommendation, Brother Daryl, you know what I do? When somebody says, oh, have you read blah, blah, blah? I go, oh, on that one right now. I presently have that one. So, oh, it would do this, and they sell it to me on how it helped them and what it's done for them and what I like about it. Oh, okay, good. I said, what's the name? I'll write it down. I said, and here's what I write. I deserve to own blah, blah, blah book. I deserve to own blah, 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 whatever the book name is. I want, or just write down the name of the book, because there's no call to action. There's nothing for me to do there. I just wrote down the name of a book. Okay, it's sitting on a piece of paper, book name. What that mean? What you do? What's supposed to happen with that? Nothing. It just sits there. But if I say I deserve to own it, that changes my psychology. So why is mindset the key to our success? First thing I want all of us to do is break this word down. Mindset. Mindset. Now, if you ever watch football, maybe some other sports, they go to the huddle, right? They're on the field, all the players on the field. And I'm telling you before, I'm not really deep off into those sports like that, because I like the scrap'ems with the martial arts stuff. So, but I know enough about it to be able to talk about it. And so in football and other things, they get in the huddle, right? And the quarterback is in there. He calling plays, and you go this way, you go that. Remember back when we used to do it out in the front yard, but there on the streets, we play football on the streets with the homies and stuff. And you out there, you drawing it on your arm and on the back of your hand. You go like this, and you hook like that, and do all that, right? We call the play, and you get down there, and everybody's set, right? You set, ready, set. You hut. Whatever you gonna do in the cool, you go. Well, set means stay, means be kind of in position, get ready. Set, right? So what's a mindset? Brothers and sisters, we have to be fixated. I'm talking about fixated on our goals, dreams, and aspirations. Mindset. Have you made up your mind on what it is you really want out of life? Have you made up your mind on what it is you're trying to strive for or go for? Have you made up in your mind what your real purpose is? I mean, I'm not talking about, well, I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna try that and I'm gonna maybe dabble in this. Well, you know what? My cousin said this. I think I'm gonna try that now. And you ain't made up your mind, so your mind ain't set yet. So watch. That's why there's the key to the door to success is locked for most of us because our mind is not set. Okay, now wait. We coming to something here. Watch. If you could just focus all of your attention on what it is you really want to do in your life, those things you want to have, things you want to get rid of. You don't focus on the thing you want to get rid of. You focus on what you want to see in its place. If we can put all of our attention on it, to the exclusion of all those other thoughts that come up and try to cloud our judgment or try to take us off the path, change our attention and whatnot, I promise you, it would actually collapse time. The distance between what you say you want and what it is you want can actually close. The gap between them can close to where you can say be and it is, and it's almost instantaneous. Through focus, our mind has to be set. Now, the Bible says, let this mind be in you, the same that was also in Christ Jesus, right? And we are taught that Jesus is the best example, right? One of the best examples. And so Jesus and his mother Mary are an example for us, right? And Jesus said in the book, they quote him as saying, when the woman came to be healed, right? Remember, he was walking. They say he was walking, right? He's getting his walk on. He's like, oh yeah, everybody kind of hanging out, and it was crowded. Ooh, all kind of people everywhere trying, Jesus, heal me, Jesus, help me, Jesus, right? And then she wanted to get healed. She had some problem, some situation, whatever it was going on, and she couldn't quite get to him, and so she just got to the hem, right? The hem of his garment, right? And she was able to touch it. Now, this is metaphorical. I'm not going to go in no deep science because they ain't doing a lecture today, right? But she touched the hem of his garment. I want you to get the principle down. And she became healed. And then when he realized that somebody, who touched me? right? Now you got to think this can't be actual actual stuff or story, because you got all kind of people around. She couldn't quite get to him. That means probably somebody was touching him. But when she was thankful that she got healed, like, oh, thank you so much for healing me. He was like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't heal you. He said it was your own faith that healed you. Remember the blind man? He could see, but he saw things incorrectly. And Jesus didn't do nothing real, like dope serious. Oh, I'm gonna do the eye surgery thing. No, he took some spit and some dirt and washed it out of his eyes. Oh, I can see now. Well, you pretty much could see before you could see before you just were seeing improperly. There's a whole nother level of conversation we have with that. But what I'm trying to get you to something, right? In the Bible, in the New Testament, it's chock full of stories that talks about mindset. Except as you become as a little child, we got to change our mindset. You can't even enter the kingdom without becoming childlike in our mind. That means you still got to be open to receive and open to explore and things like that. Brothers and sisters, mindset is the key to our success if, in fact, our minds are set. Fix your face toward the Lord or toward Jerusalem. Fix your face toward. See, I look to the hills from whence my help coming from the Lord. Well, that's what you need to look at. You want to stay focused on a singular, solitary concept or idea. Well, for all of us, brothers and sisters, you know what that actual single, solitary mindset we should have, that focus should be? It should be on our Creator. If we focus on our Creator and find out of those 99 attributes, right? Or as Brother Nuri says, ingredients. Those ingredients that make God. Watch. If you find out of those 99 ingredients, attributes, your purpose is in there. My purpose is in those 99 ingredients. Now, I don't have all 99 that make me the God. I might have one or two pieces. I put 3 pieces together. See, that's where a holy name comes from. You got some ingredients that are put together that should be representative of who it is you really are at the core. Blessed is the man or woman who finds their purpose and really becomes about living their purpose. So, brothers and sisters, as I close this piece out, why is mindset the key to our success? Because when we can be focused, we can be singular of purpose. We can be purpose driven. When we can really, just in our soul, know this is what I'm supposed to do. There is nothing and no one that can deter us, cause us to kind of go astray off of it, back up off of it, change course, or none of that. It's a key. And it's really, like Brother Daryl talked about, it's the master's key. If you tap in to God, Almighty God, Allah, God, you tap in to the source, brother and sister, and set your mind on God and find your purpose out of those 99 ingredients or attributes, I promise you right now, every holy book you will ever read will bear this witness that you absolutely, without fail, will achieve your goal. It's not a maybe, it's not a might, it's a promise that he made to us. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all its righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Right? So, brothers and sisters, I thank you for just spending the time and allowing me to just say what I said. I hope something that I shared was helpful to you about our mind being set. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to roar. Peace. Brother Daryl, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Brother Rodney Assad, as always, giving us the goods, bringing it to us the way that we need to hear it, brothers and sisters. That was the inspirational part of tonight's message. Go in right now. Listen to what I'm telling you. Go in right now in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group and put some comments in there from what you heard. See, one of my mentors, Trevor, I says your hands are digital recorders for the mind. We're talking about the mindset. How do you program your mind? Well, your hands are digital recorders for the mind. So as you use your hands, right? Senses that God has given you. One of the sense that God has given you, a feel, right? So go ahead and go in a private elusive exclusive Facebook group right now and type some comments of what you heard from Brother Rodney. Sister Brandy's doing it. I'm watching it on my phone as brother was talking. So you do it, brothers and sisters. You do it. You can't be a part of a movement if you're not making motion, if you're not moving in alignment with the mission, right? So that was the inspirational part. That should bring your vibration up. That should lift your spirit up. That should raise your consciousness up. So now we can hear from our Sister Brandy, so she can tell us, right? Now we're speaking from experience, brothers and sisters, right? It's not theory, right? A whole lot of folks teaching you theory, and not the theory is not, don't get me wrong, I'm not judging theory, because your theory has its place, right? But theory plus experience gives you power. And this is the hour of power. Sister Brandy, come on and share with the people, why is mindset the key to our success? How has it been the key to your success? Sister Brandy, take it away.
Yes, sir, Brother Darrell. Thank you. Thanks once again, Brother Rodney. Great job. For me, I was writing some, taking notes and taking a lot in. And when it was actually posed, the question was posed, Brother Darrell had posted it a couple of days ago, internalize it for myself and kind of figure out and where my mindset was just last year compared to where it is this year, and making sure that I'm in the proper exposed to it. As Brother Rodney stated, something to the point of like finding your purpose. And I found that purpose and making sure I don't veer off and jump off and do something else. An example of that is, so, of course, I bake. And so that's like what I love to do. I mean, that's just like my mindset. That's the passion. That's something I really enjoy. And so I was telling my oldest daughter just one day about it. And she was like, yeah, Mom. And I was telling her something else I was doing. And she just reminded me how it all goes together and how in that mindset that I have of hospitality, giving back and helping others that I have, it all kind of goes hand in hand. And so you got to make sure that you develop that right mindset. So once you got the mindset, you got the vision, you got the goals, you got to make sure it's all in alignment. You also have to make sure that you are doing what God has told you or gifted you with doing. And so for me, it's just a process for sure. Because many times I get really excited about doing 100 other things and I might just jump off and go do something else. But I got to remember the mindset, the vision in my family is this. And hospitality goes all within it. You just got to really make sure that you hone in on that exact gift, that exact passion that you have, and make sure you have the right people are surrounding you to help encourage you through that process and through the journey, so you can be successful as well as others can be successful as well. And I was talking to the sisters, and I still do it today. It's us. Beautiful, amazing Black women. The message is reminding you that you can create the mindset, you can create the temperature, you can create the atmosphere, but you got to do it with the right mind. If you have the right mind, then the set comes, it just falls in. It's just a matter of time. I define the word mindset as well, also from vocabulary.com. It said mindset is a person's usual attitude. Also says or mental state with his or her mindset. In Urban Dictionary, it says people who have a mindset changes can usually be seen days in advance through their dreams. Interesting, right? That's why it's so important not to watch TV before you go to sleep. That's why it's so important to guide and protect your mind. So when you become set with whatever it is, you'll be secure in that, and you're making sure that you're going in alignment with what God has chosen for you to do. That's my message. I'm going to send it to you, Brother Darrell. I can't wait to hear your point of view.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Appreciate those words. Just short, sweet, to the point, brothers and sisters. You're getting what you need. Please believe me, brother and sisters, you're getting what you need. You know, a lot of time medicine, you don't, it may taste nasty or it may taste good going down, but once it gets in your system, you don't feel it working, right? You don't feel it going through the process of working. You may feel better, right? In time, but you don't feel it going down and doing what it's doing. Right? That's how the word is. That's what you're experiencing right now. You'll get some epiphanies, some aha moments, right? That's normal. But some of it, you don't get that. But it still goes in your ear gate, they call it, right? In your eye gate. It goes in your ear gate and it goes down and it does what it's supposed to do, right? Now, like the courage coach said, we got to be like a child and we have to receive it and don't start having conversations in our head contrary to what we're receiving. All right. So we want to thank Sister Brandy. We definitely want to hear from a sister's perspective and bringing it to us from that perspective, because it's what we need, right? You can't be black, wealth, and empowered without the black woman. It's just no way around it, brothers and sisters. We've come this far with her, and we're not going to go any further without her. All right. So let's get into the last part of our message tonight. We're going to get into the motivational part of tonight's message. Motivate you to do something, inspire you, give you the inspiration, give you the energy, the breath, right? The spirit, right? The spirit to want to overcome whatever obstacles that are in your way internally and externally. So now you can go into motion. Now we can get into the motivational part of tonight's message. Now, brothers and sisters, what we want to talk about in this part is what we all by necessity, we have to deal with. Some of us desirous of it. Some of us not so much so. What I'm talking about is the financial realm, right? The financial space. When it comes to money, some of us, we don't embrace money like we should, Courage Coach. We don't embrace money like we should, Sister Brandy. And when I say money, it's almost like, embracing relationships, right? When you embrace a relationship, you embrace all of the relationship. You don't just embrace the parts you like, right? When you embrace that woman, brothers, when you embrace that, brothers, sisters, you embrace it. What they used to say back in the day, Sister Brandy, when you marry that person, you ain't just marrying them, you marrying their mama, their daddy, their grandparents, right? So that's how it is in life. Right? So when we talk about money, we're talking about all of it. We're talking about all the aspects, all the different dimensions. See, you have a mind. You don't have a dimension of a mind. You have a mind. So why is mindset? Why mindset is the key to your success? Because, brother and sister, mindset is everything. It's literally everything. Right? Mindset is above skill set. Yes, it is. See, you have to understand. That's why we lead with the inspiration, because the spiritual world is first, then the material world. The spiritual world trumps, no pun intended, trumps the physical world, because you may not know it, but the universal laws are written that way, that it's spirit first, then material, not material first, then spirit. See, too many of us operate from in reverse, and you can't go forward with your car in R. I don't care how much you pray, how much you fast, how much you sing and acquire. If your car's in reverse, baby, you going backwards, right? You going backwards. You're going backwards. You're not going forward. So we put in this broadcast, because we understand, we put the money last. Seek ye first the kingdom. We put the money last, because that's where money should go after inspiration. After you get your spirit right, now go get your money right. Right? Once you get your mind set on the Lord, now get your pockets set on some money. Because when you put those two together, that is your success. That is your success, brothers and sisters. You don't have to try to be the richest person in the world when you got your inspiration right, when you got your mindset. Mindset is everything. Nothing exists without first mindset. What is your mindset on as far as finance? Is it just on getting money? If you only focus on one area of your life, all those other areas of your life that you're not focusing on will pull that one area that you're focusing on down. So you can't just focus on getting money, because everything that's pertaining to money you don't focus on gonna pull that down. You're gonna kill yourself to make $100,000 a year because you're not focusing on the other areas of money. So your mind has to be set on the totality of money. Mindset. Your mind is the soil. Listen to this. Your mind is the soil that the seed of information is planted in order to produce results. Your mind is the soil. Information is the seed that is planted in your mind, and then it produces something. So how do you know what a person is feeling about money, what they think about money? Look at what they do with their money. Look at how they spend their money. Look how they invest their money. They're not investing their money, then that tells you something what their mind is set on. Their mind is set on consumption. See, so as old folks say, don't believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. See, people talk this good talk, but just watch. Watch. Spending all this money on cars and things, but what about in your mind? How much money have you spent on books that are designed to empower you, not entertain, empower you, brothers and sisters? As I say on my broadcast throughout the week, the money game. Spend more money in your body than on your body. See, that's a paradigm shift, right? When you start spending thousands and thousands of dollars on your mindset. Look what I said. Information is planted in the soil of your mind. See, so you can go get a degree, but if your mindset is not right, then that information that the institution or college that you get is planted in a soil that's not good. It's lack of nutrients. It's lacking self-determination. It's lacking self-interest. It's lacking self-love. It's lacking self-worth as minerals in that soil. So no matter what kind of information you get, what kind of degrees you get, how many you get, you put it in that soil that's lacking those things, then it's going to produce what it produces. Lack in those areas. So money, brothers and sisters, you have to study. You have to get I call the comprehensive knowledge of all the areas that affect you financially that you need to be aware of. You need to be knowledgeable. You can't be ignorant. It's just some areas of life you can't be ignorant in. That doesn't mean you can teach it at a college level. It just means you can't be ignorant at it. You can't be ignorant. You got to have some level of consciousness. That's why Black Wealth Empowerment is here, to raise up the consciousness of our members, of those that listen, in the area of Black wealth and empowerment, bringing all those three together. And in the material world that we live in, an economic planet that we live on, to the extent that we're ignorant of financial empowerment, is the extent that we will always stay as a slave and a tool of those who are knowledgeable in those areas and have the right mindset. What are you setting your mind on as far as economic empowerment? How often do you spend time reading that, studying it? You need to come in here, Mom. Come on. That's Mom, everybody. Everybody say, hey, Mom. Right? Economic empowerment. How much time do you spend? It doesn't mean you're a bad person. Right? It doesn't mean that good won't come your way. It doesn't mean that God won't bless you and have mercy on you. It just means your money just ain't gonna be right. That's all. That's all it means. It just means your money gonna be funny. There's nothing funny when your money is not right. I guess you have to laugh, Courage Coach, to keep from crying. That's why they say your money is funny, right? But it says, what books are you reading? Go to my website, darylmuhammad.net, hit my library, boom. That's all I read is nonfiction books, self-help books. That's all I read. I'm reading 3 right now. That's all I read, because I got to keep my mind set on what's required to empower myself. Why? Because everything outside of your mind Everything outside of your mind is to do just the very opposite of what we're talking about here. Is to disempower you. Everybody, this world is grabbing for power, and they want your power that you got instilled in us, that in yourself. That's why you have to be inspired first. You have to have the inspiration and then the motivation to go out with that inspiration and combat whatever forces internally and externally, so you can get your mind set, right? And like the old folks say, get it fixed. You got to get your mind fixed on getting your money right, understanding the divine power of money. The divine power of money, right? Some of us feel a certain kind of way if preachers talk about money and divinity, and I understand that. Then those of us that's about the money need to talk about the divinity of money. But we have to change that. See, we have to change what our mind has been fixed and set on through the generations here in America, that divinity and money don't go together. Somebody has to break that mindset that is incorrect, to think that money and divinity don't go together. You have to be the one that break it in your mind, brothers and sisters. I have to be the one that break it in my mind. But what we can do is we can share tools with each other. Hey, you read that book? Like the coach say, somebody recommend the book to you, write it down. I deserve, right? And just at least go do the research on the book. Go to my page, my website, DarylMuhammad.net, hit my library, hit any one of those books. That'll take you to my Amazon page, so I can get paid and compensated for you buying a book from your brother, and find a book. You'll be surprised. A lot of those books are just 1 cent, $2, right? They don't want the book. I want the book. Give it to me. Shipping and handling costs more than the book. Brothers and sisters, what information are you putting in the soil of your mind that would fix it, that will set it in the direction of financial empowerment, that will set it in the direction of empowerment for your family and our community? That's what it's all about. God didn't put us here just to be selfish people, to think about ourselves. He put us here so we can use our minds, which is limitless. The reason why mindset is more valuable than skill set, because mindset is limitless. Skill set is limited. You have people that are in wheelchairs. They're physically paralyzed, but their mind is so powerful, right? They're closing their eyes, courage coach, and they're traveling the world, right? Some of them have trained their mind, the power of our minds. See, you get the power of your mind by setting your mind on something, focusing on something, and crystallize it in the mind's eye. That's why it's called the mind's eye, to where you can actually see it in your mind. And the only way you know that it's not there in the material is that you got to open your eyes and see that car is not there. But you close your eyes and you can see it. That's training your mind. That's focusing your mind. That's setting your mind on something for so long and putting so much power behind it, but you cannot tell your mind that is not real. It is not actually there. That's why mindset far more powerful than skill set. Mindset is limited. Skill set is limited to the physical ability of that one individual. Mindset has no limit. You can travel the world and you can go out into outer space and be your own astronaut and never leave the earth, brothers and sisters. What can we do with our minds when it pertains to economic empowerment? I forgot who said it, Kurt. Who said it? Think Napoleon Hill. But whatever mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Right? That's the truth of it. That's for those that understand the power of the mind. See, the world doesn't want you and I to learn and tap into the power of the mind. So they keep us focusing, keep our mind set on skill set instead of having our mind set on mindset, mind power. That's the truth of it, brothers and sisters. That's the power and the understanding that we need as black people. Because we're going to have to use more than skill set to make up for this lost time that we had here in America. Mathematically, we can never catch up. Mathematically, based on skill set. But if we have the right mind as a people, and you join us here at BW for this movement, 130 some odd broadcasts has been mission driven. Now it's time for movement. Now for this thing to move, it needs to move where you are. That's what it means, right? Throughout the city, there, Black Lives Matter have movements in different cities around the country. So we have to do the same thing here with Black Wealth Empowerment. But it's time to get off the bench now. You've been called into the game of life, and you got to play the game every day. Because the day that you stop playing might be the day that you stop that they might not call you. God might not call you to play. And then you're going to want to get in the game and never be taken out. Right? So avoid that. Why mindset is the key to your success? We just scratched the surface tonight. Remember, mindset is limitless. We just scratched the surface. Hopefully we did a good job at that, brothers and sisters. Hopefully you had a lot of epiphanies. Hopefully you have a lot of notes, digital recorder to your mind, a lot of notes that you put in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. And hopefully you shared this stream. Go ahead and share it one more time as we close out with those tabs at the top. Go ahead and share it, brothers and sisters. Everybody has to carry their own weight. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said every tub must sit on its own bottom. You have some work to do, right? You have some work to do. With that being said, brothers and sisters, let's roll it over to the Courage Coach for some final words, Sister Brandy, and then we're going to get out of here because it's the top of the hour of the hour of power. Courage Coach, what you got to say?
Yes, sir, Brother Darrell. Thank you, Brother Darrell, for that message. Thank each and every one of you for watching us today. Thank you, those of you who watched the replay and share this replay and you know, the broadcast with other people. You find some value in it, even if it's the smallest little thing. Share it with somebody else. Let somebody else know about it. You never know when you're going to run into somebody that's having some challenge. They're going to say something, going to trigger your mind. Say, oh, we had a BWE broadcast talking about this. And you're going to refer them to it. It can be very helpful to them. Right, brothers and sisters, do not discount this broadcast as just another one of the many broadcasts that have been done. This mindset business is critical. It's critical. We cannot stress it enough. We can do multiple hours on it. We just tried to, I mean, it's the hour of power, so we just got to hit it because we can't teach a seminar right now using this platform like this. We can't do a full workshop for you in this limited space of time. That you'd have to come out for and you know, and then go ahead and invest in yourself and do those things to get the fullness of it. And I know you'll do that at some point when your time is right. But for right now, take the nuggets you've got, mull it over just a little bit, just a little time. Don't take too long to do that because it dissipates. The energy will dissipate the longer you take to take action on this stuff. And just spend a little time tonight saying, man, you know what? I just think my mindset, the way I think about things, what I believe about things, these things are critical. Our lives are in the condition that they are in because of our thinking. Thinking, right? And last point I'll leave you with is Brother Darrell sparked this in my mind. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that that Master Father Muhammad had taught us that, you know, when the Allah, the originator of everything, self-created, the first thing he had to make for himself was brain. The first thing he had to make for himself is brain so he could think himself into existence and think all the other stuff that comes after that. So the first thing is up here, brain, and then mind, right? And that's why I say be mindful. That's an awareness. That's an awakening. You can have a brain, but not have a mind. This is separate. So brothers and sisters, you know, just understand that mindset is absolutely critical. I can't stress it enough. All right. So thank you all for watching. I'm swinging over to Sister Brandy, our membership coordinator. Peace.
Yes, yes. Thank you once again, Black Wealth Empowerment members. It has been another epic episode of the Black Wealth Empowerment. tonight, listen, lots of notes I've taken. Thanks for everybody who participated. There were some additional sisters participating as well in the Black Wealth Empowerment. Make sure, as Brother Darren and Brother Rodney have also stated, share the broadcast, talk to each other, and let your friends know about the broadcast, because maybe they might find some nuggets in there as well that might be beneficial. And definitely continue to participate in the Black Wealth Empowerment. My last note, for those who are interested in the challenge, we have until February the 3rd. You are not too late to participate. Tonight, I will put the topic in and jump on tomorrow. All you have to do is simply send me a message and let me know that you're interested, so we can make the arrangement so you can participate in the Black Wealth Empowerment Challenge. We only have until this Saturday to go live each day with a different topic. I look forward to seeing you guys tonight, tomorrow, the rest of the week, because I got to finish my consistency. 7 more days. Black Wealth Empowerment Challenge is going up. I can't wait to see you. Have a good evening, everyone. Peace.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you, Brother Rodney Asad Muhammad. Brothers and sisters, thank you for being here. I see you down there. There's a count on my screen. Thank you for being here, first timers. Thank you for watching us on YouTube. Thank you for watching us on our private platform. Brothers and sisters, thank you for sharing this space and time with us. The most valuable thing that we have is time. So we thank you for this time. That's why we bring so much, so much value to you, so much energy to you. Why? Because we want to say thank you for your time. We want to say we appreciate everything that you're doing to make this mission now of movement. Think about that. Like Brother Rodney said, just mull over it. Go get a dictionary and start making some definitive decisions. That's what sets your mind. That's how you set your mind up. That's how you get a mindset. You have to make a definitive decision. Say, I'm going to be a part of this movement called Black Wealth Empowerment. You can't set your mind if you don't make a definitive decision. And I'm here to tell you, if you don't make that decision will be made for you, and your mind will be set for the benefit of somebody else. Your mind is set. Oh yeah, you got a mindset all right. Now we have to make sure we set it to empower ourselves, our family, and our people. All right, brothers and sisters, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Until next time, as always, God willing, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserves the very best. God willing, we'll see you next time for broadcast 137. Share, share, share. And we'll see you next time. Take care. God bless.